Have you ever felt that little knot of panic in your stomach when a server walks up to your table in an English-speaking restaurant? Well, today we're going to untie that knot for good. We're going to break down every single step of dining out, from the moment you walk in to the moment you pay the bill.
Yeah. Does the idea of trying to order your meal in English make your palms sweat a little? You are definitely not alone. But stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to have all the key phrases you need to have a totally smooth and, really enjoyable meal.
So here's our game plan. We're going to follow the whole journey, right? From making that reservation all the way to paying the bill. Let's kick things off at the very beginning.
Believe it or not, a great dining experience can start way before you even leave the house. So let's talk about that little bit of prep work.
Look, if you're planning to go to a really popular place, or maybe you're dining with a big group, making a reservation is always a good idea. It just takes all the stress out of wondering if you'll even get a table.
And here is the perfect script you can literally just read off the screen. Just pop in how many people, what time, and your name. It's so clear, so simple, and it works every time.
But hey, what if you're feeling spontaneous? You just decide to go somewhere on the fly. No problem at all. Most places are happy to take walk-ins. You just might have a little bit of a wait before a table opens up. This right here is the simple, direct question you'll want to ask the host when you get there. They'll give you an idea of how long you'll be waiting, and you can decide if you want to stick around. Okay, so you've done your prep. Now let's jump into the next phase. You've actually arrived at the restaurant. What now? So, the first person you'll talk to is usually the host. Just let them know if you have a reservation, or if you're a walk-in. That's the term for not having a reservation. This first little chat really sets a friendly tone for the whole meal. Now, if you did call ahead, this is your line. It's polite, it's efficient, and it gives the host everything they need to find your booking and get you to your table. Easy peasy. All right, you're at your table, menu in hand. This can feel like the big, high-pressure moment, but I promise we're going to break it down into super easy, manageable steps. First, let's decode the menu language. You'll see appetizer or starter. That's just the small dish you eat first. Then you have the entree or main course, which is the biggest part of the meal. Just knowing those two terms makes things a whole lot clearer. The whole ordering process almost always follows this simple, logical flow. Your server will probably ask for drinks first, which is great because it gives you more time to decide on food. Then they'll come back to take your order for appetizers and main courses. Feeling a little overwhelmed by all the choices? Totally normal. Remember, your server knows this menu inside and out, so don't ever hesitate to ask them what they think is good. They're usually really happy to help. See? You don't have to guess. A simple question like one of these takes all the pressure off, and honestly, it might just lead you to the most delicious thing on the menu, something you never would have picked yourself. Okay, the food has arrived, and you're digging in. But what happens if you need something? Let's talk about how to communicate during the meal itself. Servers can be really busy, so the key is to get their attention politely. You really want to avoid shouting across the room or waving your arms around. A lot of the time, just making eye contact is all it takes. And if eye contact isn't cutting it, a quiet and polite "excuse me" as they're walking past is the absolute best way to get their attention. It's respectful and it always works. Now, this is a tricky one. What if there's a problem with your food? I know, it can feel really awkward, but it's totally okay to speak up. Restaurants genuinely want you to have a good experience, and they'll usually be happy to fix any problems. And here are some perfect ways to do it. See how polite the language is? Starting with "excuse me" or "I'm sorry, but" just softens the whole thing and turns it into a simple request. And that last one is a super common thing you might need during your meal. You've had a wonderful meal, you're full and happy, and now it's time for the final step, paying the bill. We're at the finish line. So when you're all done, you'll need to ask for the bill, or sometimes it's called the check. The first phrase here is a little more formal, and the second is a bit more casual and common. Honestly, both are perfectly polite and get the job done. Okay, one last really important cultural point here, especially in places like the United States and Canada, is the tip, also known as gratuity. This is an extra bit of money you give for the service, and it's almost never included in the bill. The standard is usually around 15 to 20% of the total cost. And there you have it, your complete guide to owning your next restaurant experience in English. You are now totally equipped with the phrases and the confidence to handle every single step. So now you've got to think, which one of these phrases are you excited to try out first? Your next amazing meal is just a conversation away.